Hello everybody and welcome to Rogue Legacy 2. My name is Mr. Wooden Sheep, and if you've ever played the first game, you'll feel right at home with this one, although you'll see that there's a lot of significant changes and upgrades in every single aspect of the game. In my opinion, the perfect sequel. They've pretty much improved upon everything. The animation, the aesthetic looks so slick and clean. It's really nice to... This is so pleasant to look at. And the gameplay feels great. I'm taking so much damage here already. But as you might have already been able to tell, the classes are already a lot more diverse. You actually have different weapons. So I'm gonna just quickly briefly explain what Rogue Legacy is for the people who have not played the first one. The game is a randomly generated castle. Basically every single run that you... Oh my god, I'm doing terrible right now. So let's just kill off our character real quick here. And you can see this is basically where the gimmick comes in. So once your run is done and your character is killed, you can choose from one of their next children to carry on their lineage. That's where the legacy in the title comes from. And they all have their own classes, their own weapons, their own spells that they come with that are kind of randomly selected. And you also have some traits from some of them. So this one has Gigantism. If it's your first time with a trait, it's not going to reveal it until you play. I'm gonna assume this one's pretty self-explanatory. I assume it's just a bigger hitbox. We've got Colorblind here. Color hasn't been invented yet, you can't see colors, which can kind of get in the way sometimes. And you've also got Puritan, everything is lewd, so this character, yeah, enemies are censored, and we have CIP here, I'm not sure what this is. So I'm actually kind of curious to pick that and see what it is. And you can see there's also a little gold modifier here, so some of them are kind of a little bit detrimental to your gameplay. For example, Colorblind isn't such a huge deal, but it can sometimes get in the way of seeing some attacks or something like that, so the game compensates by giving you a little bit of a gold bonus. Whereas others might just be funny, like Gigantism, I'm not quite sure. There's others which are like, my previous character had IBS, so they just farted every now and again randomly. So we're just going to pick this one. And if you've played the first one, you can already probably tell that the classes have been revamped, I guess I should say. So they actually all have their own individual weapons. The Ranger, for example, uses a bow, which is really interesting. So again, for those who haven't played the first game, after every run there is a little bit of permanent progression. So you can actually invest some of your money permanently into this castle and get some upgrades. So here, this is how you unlock some new classes. Here I'm gonna just get some bonus armor. Armor absorbs a percentage of incoming damage before eventually shattering. So I'm gonna purchase that, and it's actually really satisfying to see the castle kind of grow as you get upgrades. So I'm gonna exit out of here, and I'm in town now. Whoa, okay, so Puritan is enemies are censored. And what was the other trait? CIP, nope, can't see your health. I can't see my health. That's so interesting. Alright. The game actually does have quite a high skill ceiling. You can do with any character this kind of downwards attack, which doesn't do much damage, but you can use it to recover after being attacked in the air, or you can use it to bounce off enemies or obstacles like that. It's a really cool little ability. If you unlock the blacksmith, you can come here and unlock some permanent upgrades for your armor or weapons. Here you can purchase extra double jumps or deal damage to enemies that hit you, just kind of random little perks. And then you jump onto this boat here, and this cheapskate will take you to the castle in return for all of your gold. So he takes all of your gold. That's why the game kind of incentivizes you to spend as much gold as you can after every run before starting your next run. There are some small mechanics here and there that kind of help you. Obviously the permanent progression will help you with your next run. However, there is also, I don't know if you noticed, a little safe that once you upgrade it will kind of hold on to a little bit of the money that you gave to that Charon guy. So the mage is ranged. They have a really cool basic attack. They also have a larger mana pool than everyone else, and all the enemies are censored. This is a little bit strange. So I guess this kind of gets in the way of you being able to predict what kind of attacks are going to be oncoming to you. Oh my god, okay, we gotta be careful here. I love that flamethrower attack. Let's kill this guy, get him out of the way. Okay, and we also have a... Oh, I actually love this spell. It's a big force field that kind of just stops all projectiles and does a little bit of damage to enemies. One thing I really love about the spells in this game, they're all so different and unique, but they're also actually all, maybe most of them, are really useful. Which you don't see very often in games like this. I feel like a lot of times when they try to make different spells, they're either kind of stereotypical or just strange and useless. But there are really interesting ones here. And you can see, you might notice the dash attack that I'm doing. That is not a thing that you unlock immediately. You actually, there are insights in this game where basically if you kind of explore and find a random statue, a little bit more hidden usually, or a little bit hard to reach at least, you can enter some sort of trial. And if you happen to complete the trial, still alive, there you go, this is exactly the thing I'm talking about right now. This one's already completed though. Normally they have a little item on their hand, and you talk to them, and they take you to some sort of other dimension, and you complete a hard trial, and once you complete that, you unlock some sort of permanent upgrade, and that's how I received this dash, for example. So I actually really enjoy that. I messed that up, I just realized. Again, for the people who haven't played the first game, the game manages to do a lot of really hard challenges sprinkled here and there. And that was one of them. It might have not looked like a challenge, but I had to kind of think instead of just randomly act. And if I did it properly, then I would have been able to probably jump attack upwards through all the trapdoors and get to some sort of secret. You can see there's probably a chest over there. This is another one of those trials. I'm not going to do that right now. It's one of the trials I was just talking about where you unlock permanent upgrades. However, I don't think that's... I don't really want to showcase that right now. Oh, the throne room doors are currently sealed. Alright, so... Now, onto the only problem I have with the game. As I was saying earlier, the game is pretty much a sequel in every right. I'm really in love with it. However, it's not finished yet. That's because the game is coming out in early access form. And unfortunately, right now, as of this video, as of the game coming out, it only has 1.5 biomes. You can kind of skip to the 3rd biome and just take a little peek if you want. But other than that, there's only this one castle. There's only 4 classes that are currently completed. And while the gameplay loop is still really satisfying and really fun, and you can have a lot of fun with it, it's fine, but it's not complete. There's still missing content. Okay, let's try and test my theory. There it is. Oh my god! Oh, okay. I did not see that second bit coming. Oh well. You do regenerate mana, by the way, when you hit enemies, which is pretty cool. And this is a little bit of lore. The first game also had this. For people who are interested, I'm not gonna sit and read that now in the video here. But yeah, these censored enemies are so strange. Maybe I should just kill myself. There you go. Okay, wonderful. So yeah, again, I think there is a lot of content already in the game, enough to enjoy, but just for those people who want a complete game, I'm just letting you know it's not here right now. So yeah, we've got the Barbarian. They have a lot of health. They always come with this Winter's Shout. So basically, this secondary ability over here is always pertinent to what class you're playing, and then this is the thing that will randomly change. This is kind of a random spell, so this one restores health, this one hold to channel, it's the flamethrower you just saw me do, and this one is a magic 8-ball where each ricochet raises its damage up to maximum 5. This guy's a cartographer, which sounds kind of interesting, and emotional dysregularity, okay? Aerodynamic pacifist, this pacifist, you can't attack or deal damage, but you get a huge gold boost, so it's kind of like a desperate run through the dungeon. You know you're gonna die, you won't be able to do anything, but you can gather a lot of gold for the next run. And we've got the ranger here, who is an ectomorph. I kind of want to show you the ranger gameplay, it's really cool. So let's see, we've got 852 coins. Okay, so the ectomorph is enemies knock you far away. Okay, that's not too bad. So the archer, look how it feels so cool. You actually can kind of launch yourself with a ricochet like this. Really, really cool. You can also do a floating platform in the middle of nowhere and shoot people. It's temporary. And we've also got this spell that's not specific to the class. Really cool stuff. Let's see, my equipment, I have a new scholar cape now, which gives me even more magic damage, although it adds even more weight. This is actually something you have to kind of pay attention to. You can upgrade your weight capacity in the towers over here. In bottom left corner, right here. So, increase max weight capacity. I might do that, although I kind of want to upgrade my health and just survive a little bit longer. That sounds good to me. The music is awesome, by the way. I'm in love with the game. It's just, I wish it was finished. But the first game kind of went through a little bit of this. A lot of community feedback helped shape the game into how it is now. So I guess that's what the devs are kind of looking for now. They've said they approximately will expect the game to be finished in 1 year from when it comes out in early access. So keep that in mind. But they did say they're planning to do major updates every 2 months and smaller updates within those 2 months as well. So, you know, I mean, Dead Cells was kind of like that as well, which is a incredibly popular game in the genre as well. So yeah, although I think Dead Cells did have a bit more content at release. I'm pretty sure it did. Had more biomes and stuff like that. Anyway, regardless, I'm still having a lot of fun. It really is everything I wanted in a sequel for this game. All right. Woo. All right, let's do some sick bow gunplay. Yeah, dude, look at that. All right. Of course, destroying everything is mandatory in Rogue Legacy. Oh, I should have explained what these are. These are little teleporters in case you want to go back and forth. Pretty self-explanatory. Really nice details in this game, by the way. Like, the art is so nice, but even this chandelier, you can step on it and it kind of weighs down a little bit. I really love that. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. it just shows a little bit of love went into the game, you know? Ooh! Okay, I love that you can actually recover mid-air if you're hit. Oh, we actually set that guy on fire, that's awesome. Hey, eyeball man. Nice. Alright. So there are boss fights. I'm not sure if there's boss fights. I'm just explaining for people who have not played the first one. There are boss fights in the game. I'm not sure if there are any in right now. I'm gonna assume the door we tried to access was one. And I'm gonna assume that this is a horrible trap. Oh, it's actually activating regardless of if I get the chest or not. Well, I think now is our chance to make use of this platform because I'm not getting out alive otherwise. Oh my god, that was really bad. You can bounce off of those metallic balls, by the way. Ooh! Just to make some really cool, skillful stuff. Oh, into the spikes. That's awesome. So, ooh. I hope we do get some sort of little mini-game room. We briefly saw it in the first one with the Barbarian that I did. Is that guy invisible? Okay. But I was too busy explaining, so... Ooh. Okay. I would love to showcase one of those because they're always so challenging in the most unobvious ways. The game does such a good job at playing with your expectations with those, in regards to those. So, oh, that's a lot of gold. So yeah, this is basically the main gameplay loop. Oh, there you go, this is exactly what I wanted. So, defeat all enemies. In the bottom right corner, you can see the rules. Defeat all enemies, no jumping, no dashing. But you've got to kill everyone. I've actually gotten this exact one before and have not succeeded it, so it's a lot more tricky than it looks. So, you know, defeat all enemies, no jumping, no dashing. Okay, fantastic. Well, the thing is, if I can't dash there, I can't jump there, yeah. And I don't think my arrow, no, my arrow will not. Last time I had a spell which kind of, oh, maybe I can do it. Last time I had a spell that kind of ricocheted, yeah, I'm not getting the target though, that kind of ricocheted off the walls. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get this. And I did get the target, however I could not get to the chest without jumping or dashing, because you need to kind of go through this teleporter. But how do you get through the teleporter without jumping or dashing? I'm not sure. There's probably some sort of spell that will teleport you or something like that. But yeah, so progression is kind of locked sometimes like that, behind either permanent abilities that you'll upgrade or temporary ones that you'll get with certain characters. Yeah, come at me, Axe. You think I'm scared of you? Yeah, I know there was a coin back there, but I don't care, okay? Ooh. What is this path that I'm taking? Let's not take that one. How about we just teleport instead, huh? Ooh, that was really close. Are there more eyeballs? Oh, this is really sketchy. This is really sketchy. You know what? Let's not go down there. Let's just kill this guy and get out of here. I love that it's a classic skeleton attack to just throw their own bones at you. Ooh. Actually, does my spell heal me? Restores health. Yes, I should be using it a lot more. Oh. Oh, it didn't heal me enough. And the bow, and then the death. Beautiful. Alright, well, there you have it, everybody. That's Rogue Legacy 2. It will be releasing on August 18th in Early Access. Again, every 2 months they're planning to do major updates, and it will be fully finished, estimated, in 1 year. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the game. I really love it. I think it's a great sequel. It's just missing some content right now. So I think I personally will put it down for a bit until a bit more content comes in, because I don't want to kind of fatigue myself with the gameplay loop. But yeah, there you have it. If you want to discuss this game or any others, feel free to jump into our Discord, link in the description. My name has been Mr. Wooden Sheep. You've been watching Game Watcher, and we'll see you next time.